Well, folks, after 3 years of being shoved so far back in the MCU closet that Kevin Feige was hoping that everybody would forget about it, but unfortunately they virtue signaled a little too hard for people to forget, it finally came out. The Ironheart trailer is here 6 weeks before the show is supposed to come out. Can you feel the anticipation?
I felt it.
That's great, Janice. I felt it too. And boy, let me tell you, they are trying to sell the fact that this is not a replacement for Tony Stark. Never mind the fact that's exactly what they did in the comic books way back in 2016. And of course, they did this during a time period where they literally went and replaced all their straight white male legacy characters with DEI hires. Now, two things happened in May of 2016. You had the Civil War II event kick off, an event which was ultimately designed to go and replace Tony Stark with Riri Williams because he, for the most part, gets killed off or is in a coma. And then January of the following year, Riri Williams ultimately takes the place of Iron Man in Iron Man's own comic book.
When Ironheart came out, I remember the buzz around the industry.
The problem with Ryan Coogler's statement is that there was absolutely zero buzz about the character. Invincible Iron Man number 9 is where she's introduced, and as you can see, it's at number 27 and only sold 49,000 copies. The issue here is back in the heyday of comic books, selling 49,000 copies of a book would get it canceled. And it only gets worse. In January of 2017, when Riri Williams takes over as Iron Man, the book drops down to number 46 and only sold 44,000 copies. Oh wait, there's more.
Hey, there's more!
A lot more?
Much more!
Woo!
The following month, Invincible Iron Man drops to number 56 and only sold, and again, this is an estimate, of 36,000 units. That is an 8,000 unit drop. Obviously a super popular character. And again, those numbers I'm showing you are just units that were sold to the comic shop and not to actual customers. Oh, and by the way, also in 2016, it's the same year that they decided to make Captain America a fucking Nazi. Yeah, comics were totally healthy. Totally healthy. Well, it's a good thing that they decided to go and adapt all those really bad decisions from the Marvel comic books, right, folks? Right? At least we don't have Captain America as a Nazi yet. Give it time. He's coming. And Chris Evans is totally going to return to play him. It's going to happen. Mark my words. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're supposed to be talking about the trailer. It's crap. Complete and utter crap. It literally epitomizes everything I fucking hate about the MCU. Heroes that aren't heroes, and they're doing things for the wrong reasons. And to be fair, that's exactly what happened in the comic books as well. Riri's background is really not unique. It's very similar to Spider-Man or Batman's. She loses her father in a drive-by shooting, and you think that would be a motivation for going and wanting to be a superhero, to go and make the world a better place and save people, but that's not the case. And this is also an issue in the comic books as well. Heroes simply don't want to be heroes anymore. They just are doing it for very selfish reasons, which is the opposite of what a hero actually does. They put the needs of others before their own. And in some instances, paying the ultimate price, sacrificing their life to go and help or save other people. The problem now is that we live in a world where the superhero journey is now the hero's journey, where it's about self-validation and getting society to recognize you for being great because you're always great all along, rather than going and rising above the occasion. And that is something you don't see anymore. And that is a huge issue that you see in the MCU as well. And this is ultimately personified in the character of Riri Williams. And this one clip I'm about to play really sums up exactly what I'm talking about.
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable, something
Important?
iconic.
I hate it. I hate everything about it and what it stands for. I understand that Kevin Feige has done his part for Queen and Country and that the MCU is trying to turn over a new leaf and win the fans back because they are hemorrhaging money like it's nobody's business. But this show, is not going to help that turnaround. As a matter of fact, it should be buried in the litter box where it fucking belongs, because this show is gonna be crap.
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot.
Oh, and it gets worse too. There's this trailer wouldn't be complete without some super cringy and retarded MCU humor.
A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
That's fucking retarded. I mean, seriously, this current era of entertainment and superhero films cannot die fast enough. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't point out the fact that Ironheart didn't get her own comic book as Ironheart until November 2018, where it released at number 45 and only sold 40,000 issues. And the only reason why it sold that much is because it's a number one. Super popular character, guys. It's a good thing that Kevin Feige went and prioritized making Ironheart a TV series, as opposed to more popular characters they could have chose from. And issue 2 only sold 17,000 units in January, because apparently they couldn't be bothered to release issue 2 in December of 2018, but whatever, who cares? Like I said, super popular character. It's a good thing they went and skipped all those other popular characters to go and prioritize this show. But I'm sure it will be different this time. It won't. It's going to be just as much a failure as the comics were, and they know it. The question is, will it get the echo treatment and get shat out all at once? I guess time will only tell. Anyway, folks, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Go and leave a comment and let me know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And remember, folks, just like the mug says, freedom is always on the right side of history. I'll catch you next time, folks.